Fidgets from a friend. This is from Kyle Spencer over at Fidget Focused, and I don't know what's in here. So let's find out. He knows I like surprises. Kyle, you sent me a lot of things to check out, and I wish I had more fidgets for you to check out. I've been cycling through spinners, you know? Like, I feel bad. I don't send y'all enough stuff. Oh, this is some stuff that I've seen on videos. I don't remember the names of a lot of it. Oh, okay. And then we got these things. Okay, I remember that these were coming. Oh God. Okay, cool. So these are sort of fidgets. This is probably gonna be the best one here, right? So this is that newer Fidget Boy with these, the plates are, well, two different opposing patterns, the inversion of each other. This has definitely got softer magnets than a couple of the previous Fidget Boys that I've tried. Definitely pretty soft magnets. Not bad, still slides good, feels good. I'm not like throwing it off of the edges, you know? I'm just talking about the general strength of, so like how I can overcome that so easily right there. But for its size and weight, function is quite good. Yeah, it's nice. And the feel is pretty good for 3D printed slider. Like it's actually very, very glidey. Yeah, that's a good slide surface. Okay, neat. I don't remember the maker of this one. I was definitely curious, because I mean, look at it. Got like some titanium anodized or stainless flamed hardware holding it together. The plate is also the body, and then the magnets go in from the backside. Pretty cool. I wouldn't mind if these magnets were stronger. You can see them through there. They look rather small. The spacing is good. The haptics are good. I mean, it's really not bad. I'm just like crazy with how I like my magnets. This thing makes it, yeah, I can do lots of tricks very easily. So it's not that the magnets are too weak. It's just my personal preference. But then you also get in the issues of the plates wanting to stick together more. Yeah, actually, this is pretty good. I'm just sitting here nitpicking. My first impressions are just the magnets don't feel like my wrapped, which is the main free-floating slider that I always use, but it's not a bad thing. Yeah, I mean, I can literally do like all my stuffs. I wouldn't mind if I had a hybrid setup. Maybe that's what I'm chasing, because I still can do bigger, like 180 kind of moves better with a hybrid setup. Okay, and this is another Fidget Boy. Interesting haptics on this one. It's like got a very sharp sound to it. Like a tighter click, but interesting. Yeah, it sounds kind of crazy. Got kind of your typical 3D printed surface to slide on. Wow, it is like, it's actually pretty loud. Like that actually kind of hurts my ears. Let's not do that anymore. Magnet strength is dialed on this thing. Like I don't have any real nitpicks here. The spacing is a little narrow. You see how it wants to jump together like that? Not even just over rotate. It's fully locking together. So it's a little more spacing probably would have been ideal with how strong these particular magnets are. Ergonomics are good. Like we got nice rounded corners. There's no hot spots. These like half, I guess they're like kind of half balls. Add some neat texture. This thing is super light, like very snappy. I mean, you can see, like, maybe you can see how quickly it jumps into position. All the positions I'm asking of it. Definitely very snappy. Oh, looks like it has a lanyard hole. That's interesting. This one definitely feels a little muddy now after coming from the blue one here. I think this is also Fidget Boy. I just don't remember the name of it. I don't know. This is not Fidget Boy. I don't remember the name. Yeah, this feels a little muddy now after coming from that. A little muted. The magnets are definitely not as snappy and precise. Like there's see how much like wiggle I can get kind of out of it. This just feels more locked in. You can like feel the magnetic field is tighter here versus here. The field feels looser, and that has to do with the magnet strength and the spacing from the magnets, you know, between the plates, and also the layout of the particular magnets themselves. Getting those spacings in proportion to strength and distance, I think, is very important to how a slider feels. Now, I've never made a slider. It's just my observations of using a lot of sliders. Does this thing glow? I think it is. I don't have any of my lights out here with me. Okay, so surprise 3D printed sliders to check out. And now the, what are these called? Decompression worm. Oh man, what the heck? So it's not squishy. Like, I know we were talking about how initially looking at these, they seemed like they could be squishy. It's not squishy. It is rigid plastic, you know, plates, so to say, that are interlocked together with how they are shaped. Maybe you can see, let's look down right there. It's a fractal. It's the same thing. It just gets bigger and then smaller and locks in. And yeah, it is squishy like in this aspect. It has flex and plates. But this is not a fidget, as some of the viral internet ads have showed them as. Definitely not a fidget. But it's kind of unique. I don't know. I like that it's this size and then all of a sudden it's a grower. Okay, let's look at this one. I've actually been waiting to check these out for forever. Like, Mel ordered them, and then I think they took a while to get to her. Oh, this one's worse. I don't like this one as much. The plates on this one, the plastic, is thicker, so it feels harder. This one actually has some pliability to it, and it feels, you know, elastic and kind of has some squish. Like, that's kind of cool. I'm literally, I wish I was kidding, but like, that's semi-appealing. Like, I wouldn't carry this in my EDC or anything, but it's neat. And it's fluid enough in how it moves that it's not terrible. This, I mean, you hear the difference? This thing is very rigid and hard, and it's silly. This one does not feel good at all. I mean, if I'm having to make a recommendation, okay. We got an 8 centimeter and a 12 centimeter. Go with the 8. Here are serial number barcodes, SKUs, boxes. We got any other differentiators? Yep, 86 by 27, 120, 110, 37. Batch numbers are the same. Same packaging else all the way around. Yeah. The smaller one has at least a better something to it. Oh man. I don't even know what I'm doing, guys. Physics in action. How did I do that? Anyways, okay, I'm done with those. I really don't mind this. I'm still rather amused by this one. It has a decent enough feel. Not when you hold it like this, but whenever you hold it in ways that it flexes. Not the worst. If these were made out of like, if you like tumbled the edges or something of this, I don't know, softened the edges somehow, it could be better. The edges are a little sharp, you know? It's just like stamped out or laser cut or something. Yeah, because I mean, it's got like burrs essentially. They're not sharp, but they're edges for sure. It'd be nice if they were round. That would make manufacturing costs go up dramatically. I'll talk back at these again. How long have it been? 11 minutes. Let's see. What else do I have out here as far as 3D printed sliders? The original Verk is still very good. Good haptics, if not a little too loud maybe, but it's got good clicks and good magnet spacing. Doesn't ever fall off on me. The plates don't stick. Magnets feel a little weak in the copper one. The plates do stick sometimes. Ergonomics are, you know, they're basically the same. I mean, it's basically the exact same, if I had to say. This is good. I like the ergonomics. The color's cool. The plates slide good and feel good on each other. It's just the magnets are a little weak for my liking. Let's take a peek in here. Kyle, I'm not going to change anything. I'm just going to leave the magnets here together. I just want to look on the inside. Good feeling threads, for sure. And what's the best way to get this out? Very gentle. Nope. Nope. I don't want to pull too hard. I have... Got a little hook pick. Let's see if this allows me to get any kind of leverage or anything. No? So maybe this isn't customizable or tunable or anything. Oh? It moves a little bit. But if I had to guess, it shouldn't take that much force to get out, so maybe the screws are just aesthetic. That's okay, because they've been, yeah, there's like a stainless screw that has some flame coloring or something, and it looks nice. Nice little added touch there. This one's definitely like one of the cooler feeling designs in hand for a 3D printed slider. You know, no sharp edges like here. It's got good ratios as far as length, width, and height. Yeah, I just wish the magnets were bigger and stronger. I think these plates could handle it well. Yeah, I can't quite get that one to go. It's just a little bit off from what I'm used to magnet spacing wise. This one's pretty good. It's got a pretty interesting feel to it with whatever filament this is and like the actual design. It's just like, I don't know, it's almost like it's a different kind of plastic than what I'm used to. Maybe it is. Someone comment below if you know. Maybe I'll figure it out by then. These are probably some of the best sliding 3D printed plates I have felt, especially for like a not resin printed. You know, this is a filament that's extruded and whatever onto a bed. They slide really good. Like, even whenever you're cramming it together, slides great. And there's such minimal contact, I can't see it ever really becoming an issue of stiction or anything. This is really probably the best one out of the bunch here. Out of every slider that's here on my table, actually. Personal preference, magnets could be a little stronger, like some of the other Fidget Boys I've tried in the past. I'm literally comparing it to like its other siblings, I guess. I tried like a yellow resin printed one or something. It was like kind of a translucent yellow. That one had like perfect magnet spacing. I didn't make a video on it. I was literally trying it out. I can't even remember whose it was anymore. But yeah, it worked really good. It had great spacing and strength. But this is right there too. It doesn't do anything poorly. Security is there, the spacing is there, especially on the edges. Like, there's still enough contact where it's not, you know, sometimes if the magnets are spaced really close to the edges, then you have very minimal contact and it just kind of like flips away. Whenever it's like this, there's still big surface contact, so it has good leverage to hold itself on. That's a reason I like the narrow spacing on these two wraps, just throwing that out there, versus the wide spacing. Especially with the rounded edges on the wrapped. It's easier for it to go flying off. Well, I guess that'll be it. I'll wrap it up here. I'm gonna go do this. Thanks for watching.